Hi, Kim here from Keep Fit with Kim. Today's aerobics and toning workout. The toning part will be using a ball if you have one. So you don't actually need to have the ball. I will give you options. If you've got one nearby, pause the video, go and grab it. Watch out if you're wearing bare feet. There's nothing you're going to stand on. Just be aware of anything you might walk into. We're not going to move any further than the width of a mat. Legs nice and wide. Bend the knees slightly, feet turned out. You're going to tap the right toe. Got to be comfortable. So your nice soft knees. Change sides. Let's take it to heel raises, alternating. So you're going to lift the right, lift the left. Well done. Think of pulling the belly in, shoulders are back and relaxed, head is up, chin retracted. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see a little bit of better what I'm doing now. I want you to bend your knees, sit back slightly. A little bend and lift. A little bend, as if you're sitting back in the chair, keeping the head up. You can use your arms for balance, but try not to reach forward. It's really only used for counterbalance. So keeping that low bend, we're going to reach to the side. Think about your upper body being between two panes of glass. Other side. Okay, let's go back to the first side. Lifting the elbow a little bit higher this time. Other side. Let's move up onto the toes. Lifting, alternating shoulders, lift and lift. Well done. Circle it back. So if you want to, you can take it to both arms, elbows on the shoulders, hands on the shoulders, and make it bigger. Again, this is optional. If this is too much for you, keep it lower. Little bend in the knees, keep them soft, feet slightly turned out, ankles should be comfortable. Come back to centre, bend those knees, up, bend and lift. Squeezing that bottom, under, pulling the belly in, keeping breathing. Holding it down, hands on the top, we're going to reach the side and centre, other side. Try and keep your hips facing towards me. You can add an arm round to the side if you want. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it onto the toes. We're going to reach across with a little turn of the body. Make sure your knees and ankles are comfortable. If they're not, make the movement smaller or adjust the position of your feet. You can keep the arm low, or if your arms are comfortable in an upright position or reaching up, then. And if you want to make it hard, it's both arms. If you're breathless, please take the arms down to singles or to the lower position. Cross the body, singles. Keep those knees soft, little bend if you can. 4, 3, 2. We're going to take it higher for those that want to. And doubles. Well done. Let's bring that foot in now. Add side arms. This time we're taking the arms up to about shoulder height and back down. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed. So you're not hunching them up, nice big gap between the ears and the shoulders. Try and kick your bum. I'm going to turn so you can see. I'm taking my heel towards my bum. So really good for the balance. Those that can, try and touch the heel with the other hand. Don't worry if you can't. If it's too much, just tap the toe in slightly behind. There's your harder option or easy option. So you're just tapping the foot slightly behind. Let's bring that foot in front. So those that can, you're going to touch in front. If you can't, just open out the hip and touch the toe forward. Take it behind. So you're either going to tap behind or touch behind. And we're going to add some arms for those who want it with the next track. Shake the legs out. Are you ready? Kicking back. Putting the arms down. Again, you don't have to do the arms. Bring them forward and back. Really feel that stretch across your back and in the back of the elbows. Let's take it in front. So if you can, reach up the arms, reach the arms up even. If that's no good for you, opening out the hip. We're really trying to open out through the hip. Knee lifts. On the right, so we're going to reach, reach. Again, if that's too much, just keep it small. Change. So you can keep it here or big. And change for 4, 3, 2, and change. 4, 3, 2, and change. 4, 3, 2. I know I only did 3 there. If you're finding it too much, do 3 and rest. And we're going to take you to singles. So you can keep it small, or you can take it to a toe tap. If you're feeling a little out of breath now, make it harder, arms go higher. So take those legs wide, opening out the hips. So again, if it's too much for you to lift the knee, take a little toe tap. If you want to make it harder, lift the knee to the side and push, push. So it can be push with a tap or a lift. Well done. Take it in front. I'm going to take it to a toe tap now. Swinging the arms, kicking behind. And in front. Pick the arm movement that works for you. I'm trying to open up through the hip, touch the other foot if I can, or aiming towards. If that doesn't work, you can open out through the hip. Behind, either a toe tap or touching the heel. So if you're doing it the hard way, it's here or here. Knee lifts. 4, 3, 2, and change. 4, 3, 2. Change for 2 and singles. After the next one, singles. Well done. March it through. Taking the arms out to the side. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, out, left, right. Keep those feet moving. If that doesn't work for you, just swing the arms, keep the feet moving. Well done. Catch your breath. Just swing the feet across. Well done. Moving across to the left-hand side of your mat, we're going to do 2 steps to the right. Step together and back. So make that as small as you need to. I'm keeping it reasonably large. I've got space and I've still got a little bit of puff left. Now, you have an option. If you can do a grapevine, please do. If you can't, stick with this step. Okay, well done. So for grapevine, step, cross behind, step together. So those that want to do it, just go ahead. I'm going to do it slowly. For those who don't quite know what I'm talking about, step, cross behind, step, together. Step, cross behind, step, together. Step, cross behind, step, together. Up to speed if you can. But again, your body, your workout. If you'd rather say with the double side steps, that's absolutely fine too. Right, we're going to change on the end. So step, cross, step here, touch out, step, cross together, touch out. Well done. The higher you lift the elbows here, the harder you're going to work the back of your arms. Get rid of those bingo wings. So those that want to can do a turn on the way back. Step, grapevine, turn. That's quite hard, so don't worry if you can't do it. Stick with your grapevine. Oh, I'm feeling giddy. Last one for me. Single steps. Bang the drum. So really getting those arms up. So this time they're in front of us. Hands one on top of the other, as if I'm banging a drum. Feeling that at the back of the arms. Keep that head up. And let's pull the shoulders back. Circling the shoulders back. Bend and point, bend and point. Side to side, join when you're ready. So a little bend in the middle. If you're still breathless, again, just keep it small. But if you can, a little sit down, almost as you're sitting back in a chair. Taking it behind, pull that belly in, bend the legs slightly, lean forward. Be really aware of what's going on with your back here. And in front. Bring the arms up to the side. Bend if you wish. If you haven't got the energy, then please leave it out. Take it side to side. And behind. Really be aware that you're not arching your back when you do this one. Are you ready to take it in front? With a heel dig this time. Show me your hand. Push, push. Back arm is relaxed, front hand is pushing forward. Really flexing at the wrist, getting some mobility into that wrist. To the side. Well done. Oh. It's supposed to be winter here in England. It's surprisingly mild. We haven't had our heating on yet. Shouldn't have said that, should I? November starts next week. Let's take it behind. Heel digs in front, so pushing the heels. Show me the hand. Really flexing the feet up and flexing the hands up, the wrists. So give me some movement in those wrists. Let's march it through, right, left. Let those shoulders relax. Swing the arms forward and back. So a little movement forward and back. Doesn't really matter whether you're in time with the music. Well done. Let's take the right leg back. Push the heel down into the ground. Knees above the ankle, leaning slightly forward, feeling the stretch in the back calf. So, if you're finding that you can't balance, make sure your legs aren't too close together. Take them wide. Watch your back foot is pointing forward. Pull the belly in, hands resting on the front knee. A nice straight line from the top of the head through to the heel. Let's change legs. This time, left leg goes back. Watch that back foot is pointing forward. Pull the belly in. Keep breathing. Just feel that stretch. Don't worry if you don't know. All of these exercises can be done without it. So what I'm going to start with is arm floats. So you're going to sit comfortably. Stay facing me. I'm turning slightly sideways so that you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. So if you've got a ball, hold it in front of you. Relax the shoulders. Sitting comfortably upright. I'm just going to float the arms up in the air and down. So if you don't have a ball, I've got my hands either side of the ball. Just pretend you've got a ball in front of you. Take the arms up as far as they comfortably will. Relax the shoulders down. Try and keep the shoulders as low as you can. A nice big gap between the ears and the shoulders as you lift and lower that ball. Palms are facing. Next time we get to the top, I'm going to ask you to clasp your ball or your imaginary ball in your hand, and we're going to just take the hands down to the side and back up to the top. So I want you to imagine you're between two panes of glass and that you're keeping the hands in alignment, just touching the fingers or the ball down to the floor, getting some mobility in the shoulders. Well done. Well done. Now I'm going to change my position. I'm going to cross my legs because what I want to do now is take the ball in front and take it behind my body. So I'm taking it round to my right side. Again, don't worry if you haven't got a ball. You can do exactly the same thing. Just touch your fingertips. If they'll reach, if they don't quite reach, doesn't matter either. Next time you come to the front, we're going to change the direction. So if you haven't got a ball, it feels like you're doing exactly the same thing. I'm a little bit close to the wall here. I go too much further forward. And I am bending the arms at the back. They're not staying straight. Just getting some really good mobility in the shoulders. Trying to keep the arms as high as you comfortably can. So you could do this standing, but by sitting, you're getting a bit of a stretch in the lower body as well. Your back should be comfortable, so you could sit on something if that didn't work for you. Okay, from there, we're going to roll onto our back and do a little bit of work for our tummies. So lying on the back, what I'm going to ask you to do is take your block or ball in your hands. We're going to take it above the head first. And then we're going to bring the knees in one at a time. Take the feet up in the air. And we're going to swap. We're going to change the ball or block into the feet. And take it away. Just as far as is comfortable. Bend the knees if you need to. And reach. So for some of you, you might want to just put it between your knees. If you haven't got a ball, you're just going to touch your thighs and come back. So for some of you, this movement might only be a small amount. Don't worry whether your hands touch the floor. Your feet can go anything up to about 45 degrees. Just be really aware of what's going on with your lower back. Well done. Whoa. When you've had enough, hug your knees into the chest and rest. Those that can, we're going to do 2 more. That was 1. That was 2. Bring the knees in and rest. So ball stays between your knees if you've got a ball, or your block, or your imaginary ball. Bring the feet a little bit close to the body. Open up across the back. What we're going to do is squeeze the buttocks tight and roll up. up into bridge. Well done. Now, let's first of all roll down the first time. Well, let's hinge actually rather than roll. So I'm going to ask you to hinge up. When you get to the top, float the hands above the body in that same sort of position, so palms facing. Doesn't matter if they don't touch, bring the arms all the way down and roll back down to the mat. Well done. Bring the knees in, grab the ball, feet down close to the body. Come up, squeeze the buttocks, take the hands above, bring them back, roll down, engage the core, bring the knees in, take the knees back down, squeeze up into bridge, arms float, arms come back, squeezing those buttocks, hinge back down, bring the knees in, grab the ball, knees go down, really engage that core, really control, that's quite a hard movement. Take the arms above, squeeze up, bring the arms back. Let's take the arms above again, and back, rolling back down. Coming round to face me. If you need to sit on something here to make it more comfortable for your back, then please do. Legs out straight in front, hip width apart. And we're going to take the ball away and roll up. Bring it down behind the head. Take it out in the right hand, round the front. Out the other way, behind the head. And up, just if you're throwing it, bring it down to the floor. Other way, taking it up, behind the head. Rolling it out and round. Back the other way. If that gets too much for your legs, then please bend them up. Feet flat on the floor if you need to. Up, behind the head, rolling it round to the right, and round to the left, and back, and up, and stretch. Coming up behind the head. Feeling that really working your arms. Other way. Well done, last one. Reaching up, and stretch. Putting the ball between your knees now. I'm going to turn sideways, stay facing me again. Feet stay flat on the floor here. And all you're going to do, arms out in front, or hold underneath if you need to. You're going to roll back until you feel that in your tummy. Trying to keep that back as flat as possible, rolling to here. And up. Now, if you find your knees are coming apart, you feel the pressure coming off, you're going to stay with the ball there. If you don't, keep the feet and knees hip width apart, and you can take the ball up and down. Take the ball up and down. It makes it quite a lot harder. And down. Really feel your tummy working. If it begins to shake, you're going a little bit too far. Maybe don't lift the arms so high. If you're really struggling with that, put the ball back between your knees, slide your hands up and down, grab underneath, give it a rest right from there. Let's relax down onto the mat, bring the knees into the chest, give them a hug, and roll. Okay, from here, feet very under control, so really try and hold your belly as flat as possible as you take your feet down to the ground. Arms out to the side, and you're going to allow your top foot to come off the floor as you roll down the knee onto the ground, holding the ball together. Now, if you don't have a ball, you have two choices. You can have your feet and knees together and let that foot come up exactly the same. If your back's really tight, you've got osteoporosis, please don't do that. Take the legs wider and just pretend you've got a ball. Just come onto the outside of the feet. Those who want to make that a bit harder can actually have the knees up here and roll side to side. So I'll leave that one up to you. And you can actually make it even harder by straightening the top leg. Except I've got a wall in the way here, so really be cautious of what you've got around you that might be kicked or you might hurt yourself on. You've got to do whichever version works for you. So rolling to the floor might be the best option. Okay, let's have a little bit of relaxation of the back. Bring the knees into the chest. I've put the ball out the way now. Just roll your back into the mat. Well done. Worked you quite hard again today. At least it feels so to me. Breathe in, coming up to sitting. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's toning workout. Look forward to seeing you oh dear. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.